picture and description should be accurate. The Obsidian International is out of a fresh case. The Finest is out of a fresh case. And there's only 8 boxes that come in the Finest case, just so you know. Most of these usually have 12. The bigger ones have 12. That one only has 8. So usually something chilling in there. Good luck, everybody. YouTube has... Let me double check. Make sure it's working. It looks like it is. YouTube is on. Let's get some ripping in. If you ever need to see the replay for any reason, YouTube is where it's at. 238 cards on YouTube. Now let's do... I want to do one of the Topses first, but I don't know. I'll actually, yeah, let's just open Chrome first. Let's open Chrome first. Kappa, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, the Steelers haven't been, like, super great this year. They haven't done all these crazy things, but I also know that the playoffs create a different scenario. You can't know. Not in the playoffs. You just can't know. And I've witnessed Aaron Rodgers destroy people firsthand. You know it when you see it. I'll put it this way. With Aaron Rodgers, when he's on, there's nothing anybody can do about it. There isn't a team that can go, we're going to stop this. Because when he's on, it's a problem. Doesn't mean he will be, but it's a problem. Empty. All right, Topps Chrome, be good to us. Good luck, everybody. Rod Woodson to start it out. Charles Woodson. Patrick Willis. We got something numbered here already. Keenan McCardell. For the Green Bay Packers, out of 150, Javon Bullard on the rookie. Going to Claudia. And then there's a Quinyon Mitchell out of 75 Youthquake. There you go, Chris Saxon. That ain't bad. Terrian and Audric Estime. That's your boy right there. Good looking card too. Dan Fouts, Ben Roethlisberger, Bruce Matthews, Marcus Allen on the refractor. It's Mason Smith for the Jags. Legends of the Gridiron, Donovan McNabb, Jonathan Brooks, and Bo Nix on the base. We take those right now, too. Man, the Broncos look kind of a little surprising. I mean, not overly, but they also have a Super Bowl winning head coach, so you gotta take that into account, too. Kenny G, the musician, Jim, man. Tom Rathman. Fred Taylor, Jason Witten. What do we got here? Could be an auto, maybe. Lad McConkey out of 199. Gil said he was scared of the gent. He's worried about the gent. And then he shows up. Going to C-Mac. It's a good way to start a Tuesday, C-Mac. See, this is what I mean. These are the cards that'll be sought after. Are these autos. It's Topps Chrome. That's the reason. Troy Franklin, Keon Coleman on the refractor, Sam Hartman, and Cole Bishop. And any teams coming off the board in the next one, I will address. I'll do a roll call at the end of all this. Jay Novacek, Bo Jackson, Randall Cunningham. He's got a base card behind him. Hang on. Chad Ochocinco, Jonathan Brooks, Kamani Vidal, and Jalen Wright. Jerome Bettis, Stephen Davis, John Hanna, Keyshawn Johnson on the refractor for the Jets, Junior Colson for the Chargers, Eli Manning, there he is, the legend, on the all-etch, Roman Wilson, and Chop Chop. Gil's got a pretty nice Eli Manning collection, too. He doesn't like to show everybody. He doesn't post videos about it, but I know it exists. John Randall, Jim Kelly, Drew Pearson. This might be the other auto, potentially. Buffalo. It's Ray Davis out of 399. Jaden Daniels on the finesse. Spencer Rattler and Caleb Williams base. Take a few of these this morning. Why not? Why not? Eddie, George, Jamal Charles, Donovan McNabb, Ed Too Tall Jones. Hold on. Wayne Crabette, Ben Coates on the refractor, Dylan Johnson, and Jacob Cowing to end the first half of that hobby box. Well, we got another half. I'm open right now. TikTokery, you never know where old boy's at. He's probably sitting in the wings talking trash. Who knows? All I have to do, if Aries was in here, all I'd have to do is talk some schmack to her, and then he'll just magically appear. D'Angelo Hall, Mel Renfro, DeMarco Murray, Javon Curse out of 275, Anthony Gould on the refractor, DeMarco Murray, Xavier Legette, and Michael Pratt. The Freak. No, Mayberry. They're not. Fred Bolitnikoff, Darren Woodson, Daryl Revis, Troy Aikman, John Riggins, Ricky Pearsall, base, Ben Sennett, and Jabari Small. So a lot of you guys, I'd been around for quite a while prior to getting here. A lot of you guys had found me before I ever got here. Not everybody, but mostly a decent amount. Bob Greasy, Calvin Hill, Larry Allen, Ron Jaworski, Warren Moon on the refractor, Kurt Warner refractor for the Rams. You paid, Mayberry. Frank Gore and Braden Fisk. Yeah, peeps forget about him, Jim Mint. They sure do. Seahorn. Wall. Oh, hold on. Appreciate that, Jimmy. I think I agree with you. Herman Moore. We got something numbered here. I can't. For the Eagles. Oh, gold out of 50. I know Kersaxon wants that. Brian Westbrook for the Eagles. Kersaxon, it's back. You're back, bro. You're back. Nice hit. Cam Kinchins, look at this. You're destroying it, Mayberry. Peyton Manning, Will Reichert, and Kalen Bullock. Good morning, nice guy. We've got Brian Dawkins, Tim Tebow, Joey Porter with another base behind him, Tony Mandarich, Joshua Cribbs refractor, Lad McConkey base Youthquake, Tyler Guyton, and Olu Fashanu. Now, that wasn't a bad Topps Chrome hobby to start with out of that case. I think there's some promise there. I'll probably open this last because there's pretty good potential in this. Let's do Phoenix. See if we can find us a case hit in here. Good morning, William. Absolutely, Mayberry. Absolutely. If I pulled a Caleb Williams red out of 5 auto right there, that'd be quite the pull. If. Jalen Walker for the Falcons, Jim Zorn, Terry McLaurin base contours, Muhammad and Penix Jr. So we're one box down. We're into the second box here. Next break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. I'll do a roll call when this one is over to see who's off the board and all that good stuff. And I'll also get the break up there so you can see it. We've got something here. It might just be a patch. I'm not sure. No, I think it's more than a patch. Travion Henderson out of 49 for the Pats. Oh, boy. That's nice. For the Pats, out of 49, RPA style, going to Caleb. Adeed. Trey McBride, Shanahan, and McConkey. Goodness, Mayberry, you were up early. Shemai, Taj Brooks, Thunderbirds, Jaden Daniels, Marvin Harrison Jr., and Keon Coleman. It's a good start to the box, that's for sure. Now let's find us a Genies or something like that. Oh, we got something else right here. All the hits on this side here. Good luck. Out of 249. This might be one of the try patches. Good luck. For the Kansas City Chiefs, that's nasty. I don't know how Trent Green ended up on there, but he did. Joe Montana, Patty Mahomes, and Trent Green. Red color match going to the Chiefs, going to Dennis. Oh, yep, we're good. That's nice. Color match out of 249. Those are just cool cards, especially for like PC. Oladejo was out of 199. Bowers and Knicks. Vintage, how dare they put Trent Green on there? It should have been Juliet. Oh, that's something we used to call. That's that you don't even know who Juliet is. Smith, JJ McCarthy on the refractor, Tua, Patrick Surtain, and Terry McLaurin. So we used to call Alex Smith, me and my friends used to call him Juliet. Look, oh, wait a minute. Drew, hold on. How do you know that? Wait a minute, I'm confused. Or you just guessed, that's what it is. Y'all guessed, that's what it is. No, if you guys remember, I know you did. I'm shocked. You might have never watched it, but American Idol. There was one of the guys that was either came in first or second. I think his name was Juliet. Jalen Lane, Walter Nolan, Will Anderson Jr. on the contours for the Texans, Curse and Spurrier. Tyler Warren base, Kalen Bullock, Lynch, Testaverde, and Bynum. I'm not. It's okay. Hey, look. He was drafted by the Niners, and it was a mistake. They drafted the wrong guy. And I know this because one of my good friends is a Niners fan. They drafted the wrong guy. James Pierce Jr., Alvin Kamara, May, Fisk, and McLeod. Tyler Loop, Puka Nakua out of 199. Not terrible, Mayberry. Will Anderson on the contours out of 299. Spears and Lawrence. Puka. It's Puka. We should have another auto, right? Or am I tripping? Mike, there wasn't nothing wrong with Alex Smith. He might not have been, elite, but there's nothing wrong with Alex Smith. And the reason why you ended up drafting him is because he destroyed the Wonderlic. Noel, Arian Smith, Christian McCaffrey on the Thunderbirds, Stroud and Garrett. He completely destroyed the Wonderlic. I think here's our auto. Good luck. Darius Alexander for the Chiefs. They keep on eating. Jalen Royals, out of 199 on the auto for the Chiefs. Adonai Mitchell is out of 149. Nick Sirianni and Jason Myers. That's right. That's exactly right. Well, Jalen Royals action never hurt nobody. One pack of Phoenix left. Then we'll open that Resurgence, see what's hanging out in there. Abdul Carter. Jalen Lane Refractor. Jordan Love Thunderbirds out of 99. 10 out of 99 green. Going to Claudia. Jim Everett and Ben Roethlisberger. All right, Resurgence. What you got for us? Don't hold back, Resurgence. Don't hold back. We haven't even hit one of the Retrovisions or anything yet. All right, well, there's the RPA. Empty. They done for. They gone. Oh, they gone. Good luck, everybody. Jason Kelsey, Tom Brady, Peterson, Bruce, Javon Bullard on the refractor, Gronk, Wiggins, and Sanders. Hines Ward, Will Levis, Doug Flutie, Mike Singletary, Richard Sherman on the refractor. Hines Ward out of 275 for the Steelers. Arnold and Smith. Charlie. Dash, these are hobby boxes, so you'd have to go to a hobby shop. You can't, like, if you wouldn't find not one box in this break that's in a Walmart or a Target. Aikman, Watt, Marino, Breeze, Bo Nix out of 275 for the Broncos, going to J Wham. Will Levis, Jalen Wright, and Isaiah Davis. I don't know yet, Mayberry. I don't know. The last time I looked, that doesn't come out for a while, unless I'm wrong. I mean, I know there's older product of it, but I don't think what you guys are talking about will come out for a while. Kuechly, Peyton. I'll talk to Mister about it today. Chris Carter, Keyshawn Johnson, because I've certainly been asked a lot. Devontae Walker out of 199. Terrell Owens, Bullard, and Estime. Terrell Owens, Howie Long, Marcus Allen, Randy Moss, Kurt Warner, Bernie Kosar out of 149 for the Brownies. Davis and Robinson. James, who knows? Like, we all thought Full House was done forever, and then it wasn't. And we all thought Roseanne was done forever, and it wasn't. So, who knows anymore? Chad Johnson, Ed McCaffrey, Edrin James, Marshall Falk, Anthony Gould on the refractor, Jermaine Burton, Eichenberg, and Smith. Well, that went exactly like we wanted it to. This first pack should technically probably have an auto in it. So good luck, and let's find out. What do you say? March 10th. We got B-Doc, Frank Gore, Bob Greasy, Jamal Charles, looking a little jetish. Olu Fushanu for the Jets on the Givey team, going to Total Treasures. A Givey auto. And he does start for them. Devontae Walker, Roman Wilson, and Chris Braswell. Fred Taylor, Brett Favre, Ozzie Newsome, Bryce Young, Audric Estime on the refractor, Barry Sanders refractor for the Lions, Glimmer and Gleam, Cardi and JPJ. You know I'm gonna put my boy up there. Ray, Boomer, Joe Thomas, Antonio Freeman, Refractor, John Riggins, Bryce Young, Sua Mattia, and Lassiter. Oh, that's got an auto in it, I bet. Let's do the old switcheroo. Joseph Montana, Earl Campbell, Barry Sanders, Michael Irvin, Jason Taylor out of 175 going to them Finns. Ordrick, good morning, bro. There's your little Jason Taylor action. Warren Moon on the refractor, conductors, Paul and Fisk. All right. Now, this pack's going to tell us whether or not the RPA is the card of the break. Card of the box. Father of Mason Taylor. Lawrence Taylor. Jerome Bettis. Eddie George, Joe Green refractor for the Steelers. Well, I think if this RPA is not nasty, then I don't know what's going on. JPJ out of 15 for the Raiders. That's Drew. Surge protectors. So Fashanu and JPJ. This should be interesting. This should be interesting. Troy Franklin, Faltanu, and Bub Means. Good luck. If you have a 2024 QB team, I would start getting a little anxious because this might be you. Thurman Thomas, Michael Vick, Christian Okoye, pulling from the back, Luke McCaffrey, Jacob Cowing, Terry Bradshaw, and good luck, everybody. It doesn't mean it's going to be a QB, but it should be somebody decent. It's numbered. It's Bo. For the Denver Broncos out of 99, Bo Nix on the RPA. We kind of knew it had to be one of them, right? And it was Bo. Going to the Broncos, going to J-Wham. Nice hit, bro. It had to be one of them. After him and him, it had to be one of them. And we're not done yet. We've still got a choice. Ooh. Mayberry, that sounds like me. That sounds exactly like me. That's stuff I do. Good luck. Maybe we can see a nebula or something. Empty box. Free team. That's right. Ooh, we start out with a Tet for the Panthers. We needed that. We needed that, Sage. Maxwell Hairston for the Bills. We've got a Cherry Blossom. Hall of Fame. Oh, boy. Ordrick. How about a Peyton Manning Cherry Blossom? Yep. 9 out of 20. That's nice. Nice hit. Jim Mint, it's coming down the wire, isn't it, brother? Aaron Rodgers on the refractor. Or prism, I'm sorry. Randy Moss for the Vikings out of 89. Ooh, Breece Hall for the Jets on the Givey team out of 89. Wow, this is a nice card. Ordrick. Tyler Warren on the auto for the Colts. And Andre Reed on the silver mosaic for the Bills. Giants were super quiet. Super quiet, Jim Mint. A little too quiet. It was a good box, though. It was a good box. Tyler Warren auto, Peyton Manning, Cherry Blossom, Tet. It was a good box. Brees Hall, and Randy Moss. Good, Johnny. How are you doing? I'm going to do a recap of this real quick. You guys, we'll do a quick recap, and then I'll get the next break up there. It is pinned at the bottom of your screen. And there are, let's refresh it here. We're over halfway in that one. Not a bad break to start the day. There's some good stuff in there. I know not everybody got a piece of it, but that's kind of how breaks go sometimes. Giants were super quiet though, bro. Like obscenely quiet. more quiet than normal. But let's do a recap of all this real quick. Hope you're all having a good Tuesday morning thus far. All right, recap. Mean Joe, Adonai, Christian McCaffrey, Will Anderson Jr., Tyler Warren, Base, J.J. McCarthy, Oladejo, Walker, Warren Moon, Jason Taylor out of 175. Jordan Love was out of 99 for the Pack. Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, Keon Coleman, Puka Nakua, Ray Davis, Quinyon out of 75, Javon Bullard out of 150, Javon Curse out of 275, Caleb Base, Bo Base, Aaron Rodgers, Prism. Randy Moss is also numbered, Brees Hall. Bernie Kosar, Jalen Royals auto out of 199, Hines Ward for them Steelers, Tet, Barry Sanders, Fashanu, out of 15, Surge Protector auto for the Raiders. Those are cool cards. Bo Nix out of 275. Peyton Manning out of 20 on the Cherry Blossom Hall of Fame. That's nice. You pair that with the Tyler Warren, it was that's pretty good. Ladd McConkey out of 199. Brian Westbrook gold auto out of 50. Tyler Warren auto for the Colts. We've got the tri-patch. It is Joe Montana, Patrick Mahomes, and Trent Green. That was out of 249. Travion Henderson is out of 49, 8 out of 49. And Bo Nix out of 99 on the RPA. So not bad. Not bad. It is in the shop. Think. Hang on. Let's go back here. It's being slow. Give me 1 second. Oh, okay. It's in there. And it is pinned. Good luck. We're going to get a little ripping in now. Let's get all these down here so no falling action goes on. We got 2 blasters to start with, you guys. It's the same exact break that's pinned at the bottom of your screen that we started the day with. We're going to start with these blasters. I'm actually going to start with Mosaic 25, then we'll do Prism, because I hold Prism in a little bit higher regard. We get a good silver rookie in that. You're feeling good about things. All right, folks. It all starts here. Good luck. That is an empty box. Good luck, good luck, good luck. And we can rerun this one back too, if you should so want to. Steve Young. Jimmy Horn Jr. for the Panthers. Brian Thomas Jr., Ray Lewis, CJ2K, and Zay Flowers. Let's put Jimmy up there. I don't like empty. Perfect timing, Real Aimster. Perfect timing. And the break we ran first is in the shop right now. It's pinned at the bottom of your screen. If you have any questions, just let me know. It is Lissandro. Warren Sapp, Tommy, Kurt Warner, Caleb Williams on the orange, Caleb Williams, and T-Law. Now, I put this in here because blasters are where those case hits are usually at. The Genesis and all that good stuff. We're chasing all the world can offer us, Lissandro. Jalen Hurts, Dylan Gabriel, DK Metcalf on the silver, Travion on the variation, Parsons, and Derwin James Jr. What's up, Ray? Good morning. No, Lissandra, with Mosaic, you're looking for honeycombs and Genesis and micro mosaics, and obviously the rookies from the rookie class. Marshall Falk, Jerry Jeudy, Michael Vick on the green mosaic. Lamb Jack, Gabe Davis, and Trent McDuffie. Eric Molds, Malachi Starks, Joe Mixon, Omarion Hampton, Barry Sanders, and Seti Tillman. It's Joseph Burrow, Scattaboo, Troy Franklin, Van Ginkel, Kid Reporter, Drake London, and Jalen Waddle. No special surprise in that particular one, but that's okay. We'll move on. It was just a blaster. We're going to do Prism now. Empty box. We're looking for silvers here, and maybe even a deed or two. Barry Sanders, Christian Kirk, Morton Anderson, and James Cook for the Bills we take right now. He had quite the season, Sully. Yes, he certainly did. Jamar Chase, TJ Hawkinson, Devin Culp, and A-Chain. Ephraim, yeah, I get that from time to time. AJ Terrell, Dante Hall, Devontae Smith, and Will Shipley for the Eagles. Rayman, so I'll show you. We're going to get one here. I think we should at least get one out of this blaster. Josh Cribbs, Dobbs, Pearsall base, and Phil Simms for the G-Men, Kid Reporter. I'll show you the difference. Trevor, I don't know. James is putting on quite a show right now. You asked me that a year ago, it probably would have been Dalvin. Let's see. All right, our silver's in here. So, Ray, this is how you can tell. Look at this. All right, so as I'm fanning this out, see that third card? See how it's like, okay, Prism base, it's got a little bit of a gleam to it, but see the difference there? That's how you know. Plus, I'll show you another way. Cook, Forbes, Malik Washington from the University of Virginia. That's a Prism. So printed on the back is Prism. If it was Topps, it would say Refractor. Something like that. It's holographic. That's right. That's how you can tell. And then Kool-Aid was in there too. With less words, Doc G. Cortland Sutton, Khalil Mack, Jamari Thrash, and Johnny Wilson for the Eagles. All right, where do we go from here? I say Mosaic No Huddle. And yeah, is it pinned? Yes, the next break is pinned at the bottom, and I don't know, should have put a different break up there. Empty box. I listened to all of you. Kenny Clark, Zaire Franklin and Trent Dilfer. Will Campbell. We've got a silver Caden Prather for the Bills. Tariq Woolen on the disco for the Seahawks. Cam Ward variation. Cower. Quinshawn on the variation. Mixon, Likely, and Mahomes. Appreciate those likes, everybody. LeGarrette Blunt, Russell Wilson and C.J. Stroud, Omari and Hampton. Oh, we got something here, you guys. I think it's a kaleidoscopic. Good luck. Bo Nix, Tariq Woolen, Corey Dillon, Jackson Smith, Van Ginkel, Peppers, Michael Irvin, little color match action out of 99, or it looks like it anyways. That is going to Claudia, and good luck. It is a rookie. Wow. For the Raiders, going to Doc G, Ashton Genty on the kaleidoscopic case hit. Nice hit, Doc G. That's a nice one. A D. It's some guy that plays quarterback for the Patriots. Dalton Schultz, Quentin Johnston, Jordan Watkins, Taysom Hill on the disco. Our auto is Nick Scourton for the Panthers, not numbered. Gates, Williams, Dylan Gabriel, Dobbs, Irvin, and Downs. So Panthers was the auto. And then Taysom Hill. I wonder if he'll be back next year or not. He's been around for a minute. We still might get a fairly low numbered disco in this. Hertz, Young, Sapp, Abdul Carter, Tyler Warren, Variation, Prism, going to Ordrick, Roddy White on the disco, Sherman, Wilson, Mitchell, Gibbs, Foreman, and Smith. Marshall Falk, Eric Moulds and Jerry Jeudy, Oronde Gadsden II, Devin Neal for the Saints is out of 99, Brock Bowers disco, Abdul Carter variation, Gannon, Bigsby, Taylor, and Jennings. Raiders are starting to heat up a little bit here. Burra, Carmichael, Van Noy, Walter Nolan, Donovan Jackson, Elick on the disco for the Titans. Take that, Claudia. Odunze, Manning, Crosby, Stingley, Shockey, and Hayward. Ben Roethlisberger, Henry and Mooney, Colston Loveland, Jackson Dart, Thielen on the disco, Purdy, Travion on the variation, Lewis, Worthy, Bond, and Pearsall. Yeah, Kyle, they had a rough season, didn't they? But they've got a monstrous fan base. And if you're in the shop, that's the same exact break we ran first this morning. Two Tops hobbies, Mosaic Choice, and Phoenix 25. 4 hobbies. Mayfield, Namath and Stafford, Jaden, hold on, okay, Jaden Blue, Josh Jacobs on the silver, Derrick Henry Moments in Time disco for the Ravens, Williams, Johnson, Sanders, Jacobs, Disley, and Seymour. Yeah, they played pretty good all year, Hood. Yes, they have. Old Pete. I wonder what happens to Pete. Gabe Davis, Barber and Spears, Jalen Walker, Taj Brooks, Aeneas Williams for the Cardinals out of 99. Okay. There you go, Ordrick. London, Travis Hunter, Jewel, Jones, Freeney, and Robinson Jr. It's kaleidoscopic, but yeah, P5, we did. I wonder if, I was thinking, Joseph, I was thinking about him when I saw that was the case. I wondered if he'd ever go back to college. Olave, Kraft, and Verse, Mimbu, Romeo Dobbs on the disco, Jahmyr Gibbs montage disco for the Lions. There you go, E-Rose. Komet, Collins, Besh, Smith, Parsons, and James Jr. I'm pretty sure that Jack Besh is in every 25 Mosaic box. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's no huddle or hobby or whatever it is, he's in every one of them. He made the cut. He shows up a lot, doesn't he, Mayberry? Like a lot. Armstead, Anderson Jr., Simmons, Tez Johnson, and Jalen Noel. Russell Wilson was our low-numbered card. I've been waiting for it. For the G-Men out of 20. Proper smoke because players that haven't played. There's players that haven't played in 20 years that are better than the players that play today. Brown, Davis, Cook, Flowers, Lawrence, and McDuffie. No, not Rourke. No, not Rourke. Stop it. Stop. Jamar Chase, Tony Dorsett, Dak Prescott, JT, Ashton Genty base. Hey, there he is. It's the Rourke. It's Rourke Jr. Jack Besh, and he is out of 50, first on print. Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, Tucker, Wilkins, Blake, and Lutz. Absolutely, it's the same deal. Proper smoke. It's the same deal. Like, now I get what you're saying. Can they be as big as maybe the big rookies or anything like that? Sometimes they can. They'll have to be probably ultra rare. But yes, they can. When we open tops, I'll show you exactly what I mean in case a nasty legend shows up, because that would be the perfect place for that to happen. Here we go. Fresh case. Now, typically, there's an auto in this. Not every time, but typically. You're good, Proper Smoke, and you did it the right way. Thank you for doing it the right way. Some people will come in here and just be like, that's whack. How you gonna pull it? What all that in there doing in them boxes? Something like that. Empty box. Good luck. Micro, some new NBA will be coming out soon. So, just soon. I think midnight's next. I'm not positive, but I think midnight's next. Kyle Hamilton on the base for the Ravens. Austin Eckler for the Commanders. Patty Surtain for the Broncos. Ooh, out of 5. Hang on. Let me see if we got an auto back here. We didn't get an auto, so let's see what this is, and then we'll see what the out of 5 is. Blake Corum on the Fire and Ice for the Rams going to Charlie. That's not numbered, but we'll take it. And we've got somebody out of 5 here. Good luck. It's a Packer. It's an excellent Green Bay Packer. Clay Matthews going to Claudia, and that is out of six. Oh, it's out of 6. That's right. I thought it was out of 5. It's out of 6. Clay Matthews. So no auto in there, but there was an out of 6. Also, don't get rid of these base cards, you guys. People still collect sets. And 10 years down the road, when somebody's trying to collect their Obsidian international set, you're going to have the base card that everybody else just didn't keep. Even somebody like Austin Eckler. Keep them. Put them to the side. May not be worth it at this particular moment, but it will be at some point because somebody's going to be looking for it. More than one somebody. All right, let's do Phoenix 25, and then we'll finish with Topps Finest. Oh, I don't know about that, Mayberry. Yeah, maybe if you can last 30 years and then move it. But you know what I'm getting at. You know the old heads, how you know what I mean. The old heads out there, they collect sets. They'll sit in those mom and pop shops going through boxes looking for that card that they don't have. And these will be the ones that'll be a little bit more difficult to find because people probably didn't keep them. Michael, as far as fun to open, I love Cosmic. But if it was something where we're maybe trying to hit a little bit more, Select's usually pretty good. For the Bucks, Egbuka color match out of 249. We'll take that, Jimmy. Steve Spurrier, Schultz, and Williams. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, no. It's the other variation, though. It's Rourke. Dennis, it's still alive and well from where I came from in Richmond. Very much alive and well. Zach Ertz. Ooh. Jaden Daniels on the Paragon out of 99. Going to Jim Mint. Kincaid and Reed. Our buddy Rourke, that's right. No, Greg, we haven't. No, we haven't, but I think they're on the way. I think they're on the way. Ashton Genty. Kenneth Grant. Jackson Dart on the base contours. Taylor and Henry. We'll take a little Dart action. Harold Fannin Jr. Borgalis for the Pats, and that's going to be low numbered. Out of 25. I know Gil might want that. I don't. That might be something Gil wants, potentially, Jim meant. Or he already has something similar, but. Trent McDuffie. Out of 149, Lamb and Velli. It's not bad, Christy, and good morning. Harvey. TJ Sanders. Egbuka on the base, Thunderbirds. Smith and Burrow. Oh, Kyle, too soon, Kyle, too soon. Quinshawn on the base. Will Disley. Luther Burden III. Clay Matthews and Ted Hendricks. Kate, this is your box here, Kate. We need a little bit more help than just a base. Kyle. Wow. Ashton Genty, how do you do it, Doc G? How do you do it? Out of 249 on the RPA for the Raiders, going to Doc G, because she knows a thing or two, because she's seen a thing or two. Lance Briggs on the silver, Tracy Jr. and Mike Haynes. Torrey Horton, Jordan Watkins, Sam Wheat for the Saints going to Ordrick, McCardell and Smith. That's what it is. She can see right through the boxes. Devin Neal, I think we got a patch. For the Steelers, Jack Sawyer out of 299. Chris Olave for the Saints out of 99. That's a nice looking card. Bullock and Chambers. The Card Whisperer. We've got a few packs of Phoenix left, and then we'll have Finest. Well, Doc G, you need to holla at me. You know, we can do some damage with a skill like that. We'll go find some big old hobby boxes to get into. Tez Johnson, Javon Curse, Jim Zorn, Theismann, and Dak Prescott. Yes, Cam, I do. So you basically have your base top loaders, and then it steps up from there. Depending on the maker, it's 55 point or close to it, like 60. And then there's one after that, which is 75 point. Most of your just base patches that come out of blasters are 100 point. And then the stuff that gets a little bit bigger, it goes to 130 point, 140 point, 180 point, goes all the way up to like 300 something. Will Howard, Devontae Adams for the Rams, Olave, and Armstead. So it all depends on the card itself, really. Then, of course, you've got booklets and things of that nature. Future Senator Will Howard. Caleb Johnson, Ricky Pearsall Silver, Puka, Jacobs, and McGahee. All right, one box. One box left. Speak now or forever hold your peace. This is the last box. This is the time to call it out. All right. Empty box. Good luck. Chris Long, Jerzon Newton, Lassiter, Dylan Johnson. For the pack, Marshawn Lloyd out of 75. Wow, the man. On the super short print, Rob Gronkowski going to the Pats, going to Jim Mint. Nice hit. We take those. The man. Booyakasha. Malachi Corley, Blake Corum on the X-Fractor. Jaden Daniels X-Fractor Rare. That's nice. Nice hit, Jim Mint. That was your pack right there. Anthony, so pretty much anybody you would normally be chasing, you would be chasing in that. Well, it's got tops in it, so you're probably looking for a little bit, leaning towards a little bit more legends for them. Randy Moss, things of that nature. And Xavier Legette. That's kind of what you're looking for in there. Yes, Tom Brady does sign for the Bucs in finest. That's absolutely correct. And that's just the first pack. We should have 2 autos on our way. We ain't done yet, Jim Mint. We ain't done yet. All right, Frank Gore Jr., Marvin Harrison Jr., Burton, Tyrion Arnold, Jalen Polk on the rare, Billy Sims out of 200 for the Lions. It was that other number 20. Ricky Williams on the Dynamos. Xavier Worthy, finest debuts out of 150 for the Chiefs, going to ZJZ. It's a clean-looking card. Brett Favre and Roman Wilson. And just a quick rundown of the... I know some people... It's been a minute since these came out. Let me show you the difference here if I can. Okay, perfect. I have exactly what I need here. So, that would be considered common, the artwork, where it's this is right through the middle of the card. That's common. Then the artwork on the outside in the corners would be uncommon. And then if you see this black whole circle there, that is rare. Now, the only time that won't be is if that's an auto. It won't be rare. It'll just be an auto, but it has the circle in the background. Just for anybody that doesn't necessarily know the difference in this product. Dan Marino. You got it, Erica. J.J. Watt, Don Majkowski. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Oh. Well, I knew it couldn't be him after a second. I knew because he doesn't sign in this one. But there are a lot of Drew Bledsoe fans out there, folks. Out of 99, 7 out of 99 going to Jim Mint. There's a lot of places where it all started with Drew Bledsoe. Like Gil. Jim Kelly on the rare out of 125. Terry Bradshaw, Field General. Santana Moss. Refractor, why are you backwards? Randy Moss, X-Fractor for the Vikings. And Jacob Cowing. Hey, Drew Bledsoe, did you guys ever see the Tom Brady roast? Because, man, there's a lot of people that laid into Drew Bledsoe. They didn't give Bledsoe a break at all. Bruce Smith, Lenny Moore, Joe Alt, Sam Hartman, Trey Benson. Our other auto is Cade Stover for the Texans. And that is not numbered, but we'll take it for the Texans because they've been awfully quiet. Going to Claudia. He does, Doc G. Yes, he certainly does. Jermaine Burton out of 200. Bo Nix, Emmitt Smith, Dynamo's X-Fractor. Edgerrin James, X-Fractor for the Colts. And Michael Pratt. It is, J. Rick. And to tell you what, if now we did hit the Rob Gronkowski, the man. But with that said, we have not seen the best box out of that case. Although this is the first one. We definitely haven't seen the best one. Drew Bledsoe and Cade Stover, that's not. We're going. There's something else. There's usually at least 3 very excellent boxes out of the 8. Definitely 2. I don't doubt that there's 2. So yeah, Jim Mint, we'll run this back immediately after the next one fills. That's what we'll do there. Even though I do have that other one I built, we can run it tomorrow or something. I don't. Xavier Legette, Roman Wilson, Jacob Cowing, Michael Pratt showing up a lot. Johnny Wilson on the rare. Jeff Garcia out of 150. Old boy for the Niners. Jeff Garcia. Jaden Daniels, base team's finest. Tom Brady, refractor for the Bucks. Going to Jimmy. Larry Johnson and Phil Simms. That's a nice. I agree. Anthony Gervais, I see you. Appreciate you. I'll do a roll call after this one, after I do a recap. So, all right, good luck. Give somebody something that hadn't gotten anything yet. Come on. Just a little bit. Dwayne Bowe, Warren Moon, Billy Sims, Walter Payton, Kurt Warner, Bucky Irving out of 250, Xavier Worthy Dynamos, Don Majikowski on the refractor, Chris Long, son of Howie, for the Rams on the X-Fractor, and Zach Thomas to end it out. What's that, Jim Mint? Oh, Jim Mint. I didn't have a card quite like that, but I had a couple of good ones that I wish I'd kept on to because they're probably worth they're worth about $400 or $500 more than what I sold them for. But Bears are hibernating. J-Wham, 2 breaks in a row. Let me do a recap of this, you guys. I'm sorry if it wasn't the best break in the world for you, but it was for a couple of you. That I can see with my own eyes. We will rerun this break after the one that is in there right now fills. I'll drop that one back in there. But I got a recap to do here first. Let's see here. Had plenty of cards in it, that's for sure. Numbered and whatnot. And that break that's pinned at the bottom, you guys, is the same one we started the day with. Same one. All right, recap time. Will Howard. The Bears have never been nice to me when I get them in a break. Not one time. Nick Scourton, it's because the universe knows I'm a Lions fan. Michael Irvin, Marshawn Lloyd, Trent McDuffie, Devin Neal, Roddy White, Ricky Pearsall, Tyler Warren, Jermaine Burton, and Edrin James. Russell Wilson was out of 20. Josh Jacobs, Jackson Dart, Adam Thielen, Woolen, Cam Ward, Quinchon, Brock Bowers, Disco, and Malik Washington, silver rookie for the Dolphins. He actually scored this weekend. Thank you, Kerr Saxon. Appreciate you, bro. Have a good rest of your day. You know where I'll be. Kool-Aid, Devin Achan, Cam Scadaboo, Jimmy Horn Jr., and Taysom Hill, Dobbs, Elick, DK, Travion, James Cook, Caleb Williams, Derrick Henry, Brett Favre, Chris Long, Jackson Dart, Jameer Gibbs and Jack Sawyer, Amika, Blake Corum. That's a nice card, actually, even though it's not numbered. Aeneas Williams and Travis Hunter. Yes, they are. Yes, they are, Doc. No fibs told there. Shuck, Borgalis out of 25. Besh, Worthy, Tom Brady Refractor, Cade Stover Auto, Jim Kelly and Billy Sims, Bucky Irving and Jeff Garcia, Larry Johnson, Bo Nix, Emmett Smith, Xavier Worthy was out of 150. Randy Moss and Blake Corum, Devontae Adams, Chris Olave, Jaden Daniels out of 99. Egbuka Patch out of 249. Kyle Hamilton, Patrick Surtain, Clay Matthews, last on print, 6 out of 6. Jaden Daniels, this is actually a very good card. If slabbed up, even better. X-Fractor, Jaden Daniels rare. Drew Bledsoe auto out of 99 for the Pats. Ashton Genty RPA was out of 249. Ashton Genty kaleidoscopic case hit for the Raiders, and Rob Gronkowski on the super short print, the man, for the Pats. Good morning. Win the Falcons, Mrs. said. Win the Falcons, if you dare. Let me grab this sheet and we can get a little ripping in. You'll get a little ripping in. This is break number 3714. All replays, like I said, are on... what happened, EMAC? What'd I miss? All replays are on YouTube. 238 cards on YouTube. we're live streaming there now, and you can find the replays when I'm not live streaming. They'll just be replays. It won't be a live stream because I won't be on live. Taking down the overlay, and we're going to see what round 2 of this has got in store for us here. Good luck. And the next break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. Micro, that's quite the call there. Empty. Good luck. Mario Manningham, Joe Thomas, Daryl Revis, Mushin Mohammed, Kalen Carson is on the refractor for Dallas, Anthony Munoz, Jonathan Brooks, and Bo Nix base to start it out. We'll put a Bo Nix base to start everything out. Yes, we will. Old Steve Grogan. Boomer Esiason, Troy Aikman. Rod Woodson for the Steelers out of 250. Okay. Going to Charlie. Behind that was Trey Benson on the finesse. Out of 99, Anthony Richardson for the Colts. And Sam Hartman. Oh, Anthony Richardson. I wonder what ends up happening with that gent. Oh, and Cole Bishop. My bad. Jim Mint, Bears. That's absolutely correct. Yes. James White, Willie Galt, Dalton Hilliard. Good morning, Doc. How are you, bro? How are you on this Tuesday morn? Walter Payton, Boomer Esiason on the refractor, Ed Too Tall Jones on the refractor for the Cowboys, Dylan Johnson, and Jacob Cowing. You're good, Jim, man. Yeah, no worries. Also, if you guys are ever like, if I miss your comment or whatever, if you go to YouTube, the overlay's always up over there. So, well, when we're doing football, obviously, it's always up over there. Good morning, Jazz. Hang on, these bases are stuck together here. All right. Mel Renfro. Somebody's behind Mel. Fred Bolitnikoff. Darren Woodson. Wayne Crabette. DeMarco Murray. Behind DeMarco is Brett Favre, Terrion Arnold, and Audric Estime. Good morning, Jazz. Welcome on in. And the break that's pinned at the bottom of your screen is the one we did prior to this one. So, finest, all that good stuff. That'll be the second box out of that case. Teddy Bruschi. Remember, Brady signs for the Bucks in that. Ty Law. This might be an auto. It is Ray Davis for the Bills. Going to Claudia. Welcome back, Gil. We haven't done much. Devontae Walker. Randy Moss, Legends of the Gridiron, Xavier Legette, and Michael Pratt. It ain't much. Donnie, good morning, everybody. Welcome in. We're going to ripping in. Micro wants the Seahawks 101. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull that off, but you never know. Zach Thomas. Ray Lewis, Eric Moulds, Randy Moss, Randall Cunningham for the Vikings on the refractor, Quinyon, Ben Sinnott, and Jabari Small. Good morning, Kimberly. So yeah, next break is it's the one that we ran prior to this one. And then I'll be on the other place tonight too. We're going to start with a case of Donruss Megas and see where that goes. Oh, something numbered. Eric, John Elway, Ogden, Cromwell. For the Panthers, Dylan Johnson out of 75. Malik Neighbors out of 99 for them G-men going to Drew. Tyler Newbin and Tyke Smith. It was a nice one, Gil. Mike Quick, Chris Spielman, Charles Tillman. We've got a James White refractor, JPJ refractor, D'Angelo Hall, Chris Jenkins, and Enos Rakestraw Jr. Good morning, Kimberly. Welcome on in. Charlie Batch, Dave Robinson, Chris Carter. I think this might be our auto. It is Spencer Rattler for the Saints going to ZJZ. That's out of 150. Tyler Newbin, Ricky Pearsall refractor, Jaden Daniels, and Jalen Polk. Oh, Ricky Pearsall and Spencer Rattler, and I think it's safe to say we definitely haven't seen the best box out of Topps Chrome yet. It's Jerry, Edrin James, Fridge Perry, Rob Gronkowski, Michael Irvin, Chad Ochocinco on the refractor, Johnny Wilson, and Ricky Pearsall. Thank you, Claudia. And anybody hopping in that next break, I'll do a little bit of a roll call after we're done with this one. Warren Moon, Marcus Allen. These bases are really sticking together in this box. Deuce McAllister, D'Angelo Hall out of 150 for the Commanders. Michael Wiley on the refractor for the Commanders. Drake May base all etch. Malik Washington and Amarius Mims. And that Obsidian is International Obsidian 24, and it is out of a fresh case. We've only opened one box. Same with the Finest. Riggins, Bo, White, Rodney Hampton, Willie Galt, Tom Brady, Aeneas Smith, and Jordan Morgan. Okay. Let's do this Phoenix box here. I want a case hit, man. Please and thank you. Empty box. Jackson Dart base is a good way to start it. Bijan on the Prism. Eckler, Smith, and Chambers. Bijan. Hey, it's Bijan. Oh, I bet it would, Gil. I bet it would. I don't doubt that for a minute. Quinn Ewers. Omarion Hampton out of 299 on the patch for the Chargers, going to Davira. Mike Haynes, Baker Mayfield, and Joe Theismann. It's Ewers. Ordrick, this Ewers is yours. Oh, that's not fun, like micro. The other JT for the Colts. Broderick Thomas on the Silver Wave out of 199. RJ Harvey Contours Silver Wave out of 299. Prescott and Olave. Go Broncos. A little bit of love for you there, Larry. He might. He might. That's Nick Martin. Tyleek Williams for the Lions. Jackson Dart Thunderbirds. David Montgomery and Eric Armstead. Jackson Jet. Omari and Hampton base. Oh, we might have an auto here. Good luck for Green Bay. Jaden Reed out of 49. Going to the pack. Going to Claudia. Little Jaden Reed action. Walter Nolan for the Cardinals out of 149. Bang. Williams and Jacobs. Walter Nolan's going for the sack record next year. Hang on, I need a couple more top loaders. Next break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. Give me 1 second here, you guys. I need some more top loaders. The time is now. All right, we good. We good now. I got what I need. Let's get it, Micro. Let's get it. Dylan Sampson. Jack Bash. See, I told you. Sayshawn for the Eagles out of 199 on the Thunderbirds. Williams and McGahee. There you go, Claudia. Donovan. Torrey Holt on the Prism. Travion on the base contours. Schultz and Williams. Is the Q silent? In which one? Oh. In Saquon? No, Gil, you've never seen the video on TikTok of the guy he's like Saquon Barkley. That's where that's coming from. DJ Giddens, good luck. For the Texans out of 49, Jaden Higgins, nice patch and all. On the RPA, going to Claudia. Look at you, Claudia. Claudia's starting to put in a little bit of work here. No, it's from a video. That's why I say Sayshawn. Joe Burrow, Jackson, and Wilson. Deedless. Sounds like a new show on Showtime this year. Elick. Trey Amos. Bryce Young. Austin and Nix. We still got 2 boxes back here too. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Ekbuka. Bijan out of 99 for the Falcons on the Givey. Going to Catherine. Swift, Johnson, and Metcalf. Wait, you guys are getting bait. What are you talking about, Larry? Larry, what are you talking about, man? Trevor Etienne. Ted Hendricks. Calvin Ridley, Kamara, and Newman. Harmon, Mason Taylor, Matthew Golden, McBride, and J.J. McCarthy. to end out Phoenix 2025. Oh, yeah. Now we move on to Resurgence. I need a hero. That's what Mayberry's listening to right now. He's in his Kubota listening to that. Oh, were you saying... Oh, I got you now. I got you now, bro. There's the RPA. Empty. It's gonna be May. McMahon, Reed, Stroud, Holt, Josh Cribbs on the refractor. A little Drew Brees action out of 75 for the Saints. Going to ZJZ, Burton, and Xavier Leggett. Get on out of here. And we still got a 25 choice just chilling. Rob Gronkowski, Strahan, McNabb, Polamalu, Terry and Arnold, color match out of 275. Coleman, Walker, and Latu. I was close, Mayberry. Drake May 1 of 1 time. I'm due. Gil, what you been sipping on this morning, bro? Williams, Dickerson, Richardson, Elway. Jalen McMillan's our first auto. And it was kind of out of place. Bro, you hit a Drake May 101 right now. You're going Jordan Love. You're not going to be able to keep it. Rice and Rattler. Well, I guess you can. I'm just saying it's going to be tough. Dan Marino, Breeze, Dawkins, Gore, Charles. Let's just hit it and then we'll worry about the rest later, Gil. Out of 275 conductors. And then the last two rookies were All and Mims. Bob Greasy. Fred Taylor, Brett Favre, Ozzie Newsome, Graham Barton, Malachi Corley, Stover, and Wiley. Micro. You can hit in tops, but I think your hope's in that mosaic at this point. I think maybe. Young, Lewis, Esiason, Dorsett, as far as rookies go. Latu was, well, I told you guys last week when we went through what we went through. Latu and McMillan, not numbered, are our two rookies autos out of this. So our RPA's just chilling. Caleb Williams on the conductors, Alt, and Neighbors. If you have a rookie quarterback, now's the time to start getting a little nervous and a little anxious. We're going to find out in about 6 packs. Staubach, Smith, Kelly, Ogden, Bullard on the refractor, Lloyd on the refractor, Theo, and Peyton Wilson. Jason Taylor, Archie Manning, Bo Jackson, Joe Green, Richard Dent on the refractor for the Bears. Eric Dick, there's a Ram. It's not numbered or anything, but it is a Ram. Jalen McMillan and J.C. Latham. Let's put old boy up there. Hey, Doc, I'm sorry. I'll call Tops after it's all over and let them know how you feel. Richard Sherman, Riggins, Bledsoe, Sharp, Earl Campbell for them Titans out of 399. There we go. He was pretty good. Marvin Harrison. Brett Favre out of 149 for the Vikings. Kinchins and Hicks. I'll try to confuse them at first, Doc. Doc G, I'll try to confuse them at first. They won't know what's going on. They won't be able to. They'll have to try to figure out what's happening, and then by then it'll be too late. Jets give you in the next break. Joe Thomas, Antonio Freeman, Peyton Manning, Dan Fouts, Drew Bledsoe out of 75. There it is, Gil. There it is. Marshall Faulk on the refractor voltaic. Coop DeJean and Bucky Irving. That's right. That's right. Gil saying it's Jaden. Donald, Jones Drew, Davis, Munoz, Anthony Gould on the refractor, Jalen Polk, Brock Bowers base, and Edrin Cooper. All right, no more waiting. Good luck. That looks awful chunky too. I think this is going to be numbered. Eli Manning, Tim Brown, Terry Bradshaw pulling from the back. Colson, JD, Drew Brees. Here we go. Really? Adonai Mitchell, 7 out of 75 for the Colts. I mean, it wasn't the worst one ever, but that ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. You guys, there's a superfractor or something in that box. In that case. There's got to be something in there. Like, this is the third box like this. Colts had a good break. And Steve Largent. You can now be not nervous, Gil. You can now 4, I think, J-Wham. Don't hold me to that. I'd have to check again. So there's 1 there. 2. 4. I think 4. Mosaic Choice is our last one of this break. Mayberry, it's not been an ideal Tuesday for you, bro. That is for certain. Empty box. We still got a pack left, though. Well, there's you a Travion, Gil. And a Cam Ward for the Titans behind that, going to Claudia. J-Wham, potentially. There's a lot of spots left in that next break. Derrick Henry on the Prism. Jacoby Myers is out of 89. Brazil for the Titans is out of 89. Woody Marks for the Texans is out of 89. Look at this. Oh no. Oh. Claudia. Shadur auto out of 25. 12 out of 25. And then one Seahawk showed up, and it was Jackson Smith and Jigba. Nice hit, Claudia. That's a nice card. That's a beautiful card. That's why I said micro, and then the last card. That's nice. Texans did all right. Titans did okay, too. Snoop's like, ooh, Snoop, you're right. The Jags were like non-existent at all. I don't even know if I got a Brian Thomas Jr. or anything. Cam Ward, Travion, and Derrick Henry. J-Wham, sometimes you're right. All right, let's do a recap of this real quick. And then I'll get the next break up there, and then I'll have to decide what we're doing after that. We may, I don't know, there's quite a few spots left in this next break pinned at the bottom of your screen. So depending on how long that takes, ultimately decides what I'm going to run next. I see you, Micro. We have to send you something, so that's not happening. Let's do this. All right, bet. Well, good morning, Misty. Marshall Falk, Drake May, Chad Johnson, Saquon Barkley was out of 199. Dart, Hall, Arnold, Harvey, Ewers, Robinson, Dylan Johnson, Ricky Pearsall, Jaden Daniels, and Jackson Dart. Anthony Richardson was out of 99. Rod Woodson was out of 250. Ed Too Tall Jones on the refractor for the Cowboys. We've got Bo Nix, Travion, Walter Nolan, Broderick Thomas, Randall Cunningham, Richard Dent, Spencer Rattler's out of 150. Malik Neighbors was out of 99. Ray Davis auto for the Bills. Jaden Reed out of 49 auto. Omarion Hampton patch. Bijan. Bryce Young, Joe Burrow, Latu, Woody Marks and Travion, Jacoby Myers, Brazil, Henry, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and Drew Bledsoe out of 75. Jets give you in the next break, pinned in your upper left-hand corner with about 3 minutes left. Little pink bag up there. For the Vikings, out of 149, Brett Favre, Drew Brees out of 75. Golden, Taylor, Campbell's out of 399. Breeze is out of 275. Jaden Higgins, RPA for the Texans, was out of 49. Jalen McMillan, auto for the Bucks. Adonai Mitchell, RPA out of 75 for the Colts. Cam Ward and Shadur out of 25. 12 out of 25. This is break 3715. 3715. 3716 is pinned. That is marble. All right. Good luck. We about to get a little ripping in if you wants to. All right. All right. Blasta. Obsidian. You don't do that. Top's Finest. We don't want you to fall down. Let's get y'all a little bit closer here so I can grab you. And we're going to start with blasters, obviously. I'm going to take the overlay down. You can always go over to 238 Cards on YouTube to see any replays you might need to see. And we're going to get a little ripping in. Right here, right now. Let's start with Mosaic. And I'll have to open, I've got the case over there. I haven't even opened that Marvel yet, so I'll have to open that too. Empty. Good luck, everybody. Come on. Let's get it. Jobu, holla at us, bro. LeGarrette Blunt, Eric Allen for the Eagles on the little color match there. Genty on the base notoriety. Roma Dunze, Crosby, and Seymour. I'll put a color match Eric Allen up there to start it out. You guys all know I don't like empty. Empty don't work for me. Russell Wilson. Kyle McCord. Greg Rousseau. A nice Matthew Golden on the orange elevate for the pack, going to Nick. Tyler Warren variation and Aaron Jones. Tecmo. People don't know about that, Doc. No, No, no. And yes, I will be on the other place tonight. Mr. and Mrs. will be on here doing more Marvel and other things. I'll be on the other platform with... we're going to start with the case of Donruss Megas. The Disler. Trent Dilfer. Gunnar Helm, Jamar Chase, take Bigsby, Jacobs, and Disley. How's your morning going so far, brother? We've got CJ Stroud, Will Howard, Andre Reed, Jared Verse, T. Higgins, and Dwight Freeney. Splendiferous. See, look. Some guy that plays quarterback for the Pats. Khalil Mullings. Puka. Kid Reporter. Brian Thomas Jr., Peyton Manning, and Brian Robinson Jr. Dalton Schultz. Quentin Johnston, R.J. Harvey on the base rookie. A nice Jamar Chase on the silver mosaic. Brock Purdy and Geno Smith. All right, let's do the Prism one. And yeah, it's we've transitioned into Marvel, everybody. Marvel is what's pinned at the bottom of your screen. And it looks like we're about, I don't know, close to halfway. Yes, his name's Drake May, and he's probably going to be MVP. But for right now, he's just some quarterback that plays for the Patriots big time. Empty box. We've got Jake Ferguson, Rashawn Gary, Sayshawn, and Don Beebe. Matt Milano, Jefferson, Turner, and Pacheco. He probably will, Doc, because there's offense and defense, isn't there? Or there was. That might be gone now. I don't know. I'm unsure now. Ed McCaffrey, Michael Pittman Jr., Terry McLaurin, and Terry and Arnold. Lion Hunter, good morning, bro. Our pain's over, Lion Hunter. We just get to sit back and relax for the off season. DJ Moore, Javon Holland, Quinyon on the base, and Garrett Wilson for the Jets. I think, was that the Gibby team? I think it might have been. Dennis Gardick, Hines Ward, Tyquan Lewis, Dak Prescott, that was a weird pack, and a Kid Reporter. Got a patch. Tony Baselli, Jalen McMillan, Michael Penix Jr. on the patch, and something that's not too bad right behind it. Going to J. Rick. Your first break ever, J. Rick, or at least your first break here. A Jaden Daniels orange laser. Not bad. Rookie edition. And Penix. All right, now the blasters are done. We're going to go into the Mosaic No Huddle and see what we can find in there. Let's go Ravens. Empty. Baltimore. Chop. Toon and Neighbors. Royals. Jordan James. Wes Welker for the Chargers out of 50. Lamb, Hubbard, Lewis, Williams, Hubbard, and Hester. Big time, that was my question of the morning, and I don't want to jinx anybody, so I'm going with Aaron. I'm going with Aaron. That's my pick. Achan, Franklin, Brown, Derek Harmon, Patty Mahomes on the disco. We take those. Cody Simon for the Cardinals going to Jitmeister. Tet on the variation. Barkley, Young, Ferguson, Brazil, and Beckham Jr. I've seen him do it too many times, you guys. I've seen him do it too many times, and he's back in the playoffs. Nothing is over. Jordan Love, Tyler Nubin and Xavier Ligete, Kenneth Grant, Geno Stone, Tua Tagabaga Raviolis, Thomas, Favre, Welker, Campbell, Theismann, and Clowney. This is what I want to know is where is this guy? Look, I'm gonna make a prediction. Raiders starting quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. Lambjack, Williams and Jefferson, Tet on the base, Chase Brown on the disco, Travis Kelce and Tyler Warren. Ooh, that's gotta be close. I'm not sure who the more expensive. I'll have to look that up, but this will go to the more expensive team. If I had to guess, it's probably the Chiefs, but I'm not sure. I'll have to check. Loveland on the variation. Connor, Sherwood, Etienne, Gradisher, and Ertz. And let me check that right now so I don't have to do it later. Give me 1 second. I want to see which one was more. I'm checking it now. So it was between the Colts and the Chiefs. It's going to be close, isn't it? It was Chiefs. Chiefs were a little bit more in this break than the Colts. So that goes to the Chiefs, and that's family. Okay. I'll make sure I got all my ducks in a row here. That's right, family. And we ain't done yet. There's 3 hobbies left. Spurrier, Irvin, Boswell, Harrison, Travion on the base, Cortland Sutton, disco, Estime, RJ Harvey, variation, Davis, Tua, TJ, and Joe Horn. Good afternoon, Michael. Mr. and Mrs. will be on tonight. Lad McConkey, Quinion Mitchell, Marvin Harrison Jr., Cam Ward on the base rookie, Jerome Bettis on the Hall of Fame disco out of 99. Nice, Jen. Who's he with? Saints now, I think. Garrett Wilson on the disco for the Jets. Tyrone Tracy Jr., Otten, Owens, Culpepper, Kamara, and Coleman. I saw him the other day. Is that? Hold on. That's weird, Co-Prime. It doesn't show your name when you make comments. It's just like, it's weird. Bryce Young, Debo Samuel, Almon-Ra, Jimmy Horn Jr., Torrey Horton for the Seahawks, Mason Graham on the disco, Thielen, Milrow, Hooper, Murray, Reed, and Mixon. 15.5, and he got there. That's a good little deed. I haven't looked up. I need to look up. I'm gonna look that up today. Who the free agents are this year? Cup, Clark, Franklin, Tyler Warren base, Sam Darnold silver, Malik Neighbors disco, Drake May, Cowher, Judkins, Likely, Mahomes, and Dillon. I need to see what's going on in the free agent market this year. Just so I know. Not that we'll be buying any of them, but it's your boy, Malik. And Samuel Darnold. My boy Blue. Dilfer, Blunt, Wilson, Chuck, Thornton Jr., Romeo Dobbs, out of 99 for the Pack, Peppers, Van Ginkel, Njigba, Woolen, Nix, and Dobbs. Stroud, May, Schultz, Mertz, Cook on the disco for the Bills, Hunter on the disco for the Jags. There you go, Snoop, finally. Gates, Williams, Gabriel, Irvin, Downs, and Gibbs. No, Nick? Why is that? Is he a free agent? Is his time up? You guys do have a lot of wide receivers. Packers definitely have a lot of wide receivers. Johnston, Hurts, Young, Giddens, Quinn Ewers, Kyle Van Noy out of 20 for the Ravens. Former Lion. Probably Christie. Probably. Sherman, Wilson, Mitchell, Foreman, Smith, and Jennings. We'll do Obsidian after this pack. Sapp, Falk, Judy, Wester, Josh Simmons, Silver, TJ on the disco, Abdul Carter, Gannon, Bigsby, Stingley, Taylor, and old boy. Old boy. All right, Obsidian. What else you got? What else you got? Hang on, this. Let me fix this. This is being weird. Okay, that's better. I couldn't see the chat. All right, we're good. And Marvel's got 10 spots left in it, which means we're over halfway. Good luck. Typically, these have autos in them. Not every time, but most of the time they do. Empty box. Booger, if it's still at that price, yes, it is. That's lower than it even dropped at. Are you sure it's that, or are you just saying it's in that range? Because that's not. If they have that, yes, they've somebody messed up at that at that hobby shop. Cam Chancellor on the base. Clay Matthews for the Pack. Aaron Jones for the Vikings. Kendrick Bourne for the Patriots. And that is not numbered, and we've got something here. J.J. McCarthy and Fran Tarkington eclipsing legends for the Vikings, going to ZJZ. A little rookie deed for you right there. Kendrick Bourne. So that one didn't have an auto either. We're definitely going to get one in one of the ones we do probably tomorrow or whenever I build another break with it. That two of them didn't have autos, so we're probably due for one now. Clay Matthews, Cam Chancellor. Let's get into Phoenix 25, and then we'll end with Topps Finest. If that's where they're at, Booger Mew, that is lower than even what they dropped at. So, I don't know. That's lower than when they first came out. And make sure it's the MCU ones, not the cartoon ones. Empty. Pierce Jr. Riley Leonard, who had a decent game out of 149. Egbuka on the Paragon out of 299. That's not bad, Mayberry. James Jr. and Ahmad Rashad. Next gym, not today. No, not today. I will tomorrow morning. Also, I'll be on that other place tonight running case. I'll run well, we're going to start with the case break of Donruss Megas anyways. It'll be super cheap to get into, and it's different than over here. It's, well, it's just different. Loop. Jack Besh on the refractor. Jalen Hurts, Contours, London, and Tucker. I think they all have Pedro on them, even the Breakers Delight, I think. Look, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. That's where it's at, where Sarah just said. That's where it's at. You have to go download that app. But it's still 238 cards. Noel Omarion Hampton on the auto for the Chargers out of 199. And I'm on there every Tuesday and Wednesday nights. Velli out of 199. Horn and Barnett. Okay. And then, of course, I'm here every morning. Starting at 7 o'clock Central Time. Well, that pack did not want to open. Darius Alexander, Gunnar Helm, DK Metcalf on the Thunderbirds, Lynch and Parsons. Abdul Carter. Jonu Smith, Ashton Genty on the Contours. We'll take that, Raiders. It's a little something to chef. McDermott and Green. We need a little something more, but it's a start. Trey Harris, Mason Taylor, Omarion Hampton on the Contours. Njoku and Daniels. Something definitely in this pack. There ain't no doubt about that. Good luck. Jalen Walker. Elijah Arroyo out of 199 on the RPA. Going to Charlie. Vinny Testaverde, Drake May, and Mark Andrews. Come on, Giants. Come on, man. Get with the program, man. Oh, he's extra chunky. Thank you, Jen. Jalen Milroe. Oh, baby. Who got him? Nick. Here you go, bro. How about a Matthew Golden Genies? Yeah, that plays. A little Genies action. These are cool cards. I know they're not quite a color blast, but they're still cool. Ooh, and the Bills get a little bit of love while we're at it, going to Claudia. Josh Allen out of 149. We take all of that. Jay Jetta and Alex Highsmith. Nice hit, bro. Booger, that's what I'm saying. If they're at that price, that's lower than what they dropped at. That is a lower price than what they came out on the Topps website at. I'm fairly certain. Jackson, Haynes, Pearsall, Adams, and Mixon. And is it like a mom and pop Booger? Do they have like 2 boxes of it or something? Because that might be why. Maybe some of those mom and pops aren't trying to, you know, I don't know how to say it. They've been around for a long time, but they only get a few boxes and stuff like. They don't get cases of anything. Shuck, Tyleek Williams. Okay, so Booger. Now this is up to you. You might want to let them know. Now you don't have to. I'm just saying you might want to let them know, and they probably won't care. Thomas Jr. and Herbert. There you go. There you go, Booger. Tommy. Spurrier on the color match out of 99. Disley, Allen, and Hubbard. Tyler Warren. This might be a deed right here. Out of 299, Shuck on the patch. Bucky, Irving, Purdy, and McDuffie. No, you're good, bro. I'll answer. You guys, I'll try to answer my questions to the best of my ability every time. I might not be right every time, but I'll give you my best. I'll give you my best answer. And Tyler Warren. All right, we've got one left. It's Finest. Box number 2 of the case. Marvel is pinned at the bottom of your screen. I don't know if there's all that much left in it, you guys. 7 spots left in the Marvel. Empty. Good luck. I know, Mayberry. I know. Hey, look, I did pretty good there for a bit. For 11 breaks in a row. I guess it's all catching up now. Dante Hall, Dickey, Elway, Terrell Owens, Todd Heap, Cade Stover out of 250, Keon Coleman, Trey Benson on the X-Fractor. Wouldn't come to me. And Kurt Warner on the X-Fractor with Ricky Williams. Booger, I at this point, I'd say they're a little bit better than the Delights of what's coming out of them. Manning, Bo Nix base, Chris Jenkins, Adonai Mitchell, Stephen Davis, Johnny Wilson on the rare, Kurt Warner, Xavier Leggett, Adonai Mitchell, and Bo Jackson. Oh boy, something's chilling in here. I'm making a prediction. Something nasty is in these 4 packs. I just made my prediction. Now let's see if I'm right. Cribs, Drake May base, Michael Hall Jr., Jatavian Sanders. We got something here. First on print out of 25, Jerry Rice. Yep, that works. Yeah, yeah. Going to the doctor. Bro, look at this nasty card you just hit. First on print out of 25. Jerry Rice. The chef, don't be like that. Don't be, it's okay, you can be like that. Brett Favre out of 99. Marvin Harrison, base rookie. Byron Murphy II. Walter Payton, X-Fractor, and Latu. The chef is not amused, average card collector. He is not. He loves that card, though. See, he's like, but he knows deep down in his soul, even though it's not his card, he knows. Doc said, holla at me, Primo. First on print out of 25, bro. Estime, Moss, Rattler. We got our other one right here. Well, it was a Niners box. Jacob Cowing on the other auto for the Niners. Jerry Rice just took all the powers that be and just took it all away. Xavier Worthy out of 325. Chad Johnson. Peyton Manning for the Broncos, X-Fractor. Rob Gronkowski, X-Fractor for the Pats. And Jaden Hicks. That's sick. Oh, by the way, we've only opened 2 boxes of that, and we have not seen a nasty rookie auto yet. So that's on the way, too. In a break soon. If what I think's going to get here tomorrow, I hope it gets here today. If it gets here today, y'all be ready for that first break in the morning. That's all I can say. Aikman, Foster, Falk, DeJean, Lloyd, Benson on the rare. It's Michael Pratt. Tom Brady on the refractor field generals. You knew I had to pull you a Pratt, bro. I had to pull you a Pratt, but then at least there's a Tom Brady refractor behind it. Okay. Billy Sims on the X-Fractor and Will Shipley. 1 pack left. Good luck. And I'll do a recap of all this, and then Marvel's on the table. I'll do a roll call. McConkey, Brendan Baby Jr. Rice, Keon Coleman, Larry Johnson. What's that? Okay, we got one of those peel cards. Ray Lewis out of 20 ain't bad, bro. Hey, Ray Lewis out of 20 ain't bad. We've got a peel card. Lad McConkey on the finest debuts. Chris Jenkins, Warren Moon X-Fractor, and Malik Neighbors. That's my dude. 18 out of 20, and let's see what this is. And I have no fingernails, or I got a little bit, but not much. So, I can barely tell who that is. That looks like... Who are these people? I don't even know. We'll just peel it and find out. There's a Niner. Looks like maybe an Eagle and a Raven. I can't really tell who it is, but let me take my time here. I don't have much of a fingernail anyways, but I just got to get the front of this started. And I'll take my time so I don't do anything to the actual card itself. It's got a sticker on the front. And these can be numbered, by the way. I think I got it, almost. I got it. I had it. There we go. There we go. Good luck. This actually potentially might be numbered. Looks like it's the Raven. It is out of 10. Devontae Walker for the Ravens. You just got to take your time. That's all. They put the sticky is the part that makes it difficult, not the actual protector. It's the sticky that makes it difficult. Just made it maybe a little bit too sticky. So there you go, Ravens. Devontae Walker out of 10. Ray Lewis out of 20. I mean, come on. Where you at? Let's do a quick recap of all this. And then I'll see what's what with the Marvel. They did pretty bad, DeChef, but they did pretty good probably about 2 breaks before you got in here. And Mayberry has been hitting like crazy today. It's insane. Appreciate you, Nick. All right. A recap. Spurrier. Egbuka. That's not terrible. Out of 299. Jerome Bettis out of 99. Jacob Cowing. Ashton Genty. Romeo Dobbs and Tua. Wes Welker for the Chargers. Riley Leonard. Travis Kelce and Tyler Warren. That actually goes to the Chiefs. They were the more expensive team in this break. Colston Loveland. Billy Sims. Shuck. Chase Brown. Cody Simon. Tet. Michael Penix on the patch. Garrett Wilson. Matt Golden on the orange. Eric Allen. Patty Mahomes. Terrion Arnold. And Jamar Chase. Oh, proper. That card's not going. That's not going anywhere. That's going to be in Doc's PC probably forever. Tyler Warren, Rob Gronkowski, Brett Favre, Elijah Arroyo, Velli, Chancellor, Hawkinson, Shuck, Neighbors, Judkins. I got you, proper. I'm just saying. Garrett Wilson on the disco, Josh Allen, DK Metcalf, Omarion Hampton, Jalen Hurts, Kendrick Bourne, JJ Rookie with Fran Tarkington, Travis Hunter disco, Sam Darnold, Quinn Ewers. Kyle Van Noy. Wow. Did you really get 3 Ravens cards out of 20 or lower? James Cook, Mason Graham, Milroe, Matthews, Xavier Worthy, Peyton Manning for the Broncos, Drake May, Walter Payton, Kurt Warner, Adonai, Shuck, Cade Stover, Bucky Irving, Aaron Jones, Ray Lewis was out of 20. Devontae Walker was out of 10. Jaden Daniels, Orange Laser, Tom Brady Refractor, Matthew Golden Genies for the pack, and Jerry Rice, first on print out of 25. And for just so you know, there's still sticky up there. You can get that off, but you have to get a microfiber cloth. I had a see the sticky up there? It's from the sticker. I had a 1 of 1 that somebody sent me that had the same thing, but I had to use a microfiber cloth to get it off. You just got to be careful with the cards. We're going to run the second half of this. This is break 3716. If you don't remember who you have, don't worry about it. I have it on the sheet right here beside me. Also, if you have to step away, life happens. You can't see the break that you're in. All replays are on YouTube. All replays are on YouTube. 2 through 8 cards on YouTube. Okay? All right, let's start here. I have no Paw Patrol hobbies in stock. They never made it to the shop. That we just opened them all, executive. We opened them all right here. We opened them right here in-house. We had the intent to do that, but nope, no Labubu either. Good luck, everybody. And again, we're going to run the second half of this case as soon as that number updates over there. No Hello Kitty either. Sometimes you got to open what you want to open, and we decided we were going to open all of it and not share with anyone. Good luck. No, none of that happened. What about Fufu? Empty box. Oh, let me change this real quick. It's being weird. That should probably help. All right, good luck. Bluey. Bob Reynolds. Dr. Bill Foster. Invisible Woman. Wanda Maximoff. Recorder Thiel. Taskmaster on the refractor for Thunderbolts, Wong, and Captain America. Groot. All right, the second half of this case is going into the shop right now. So if you missed out on one of the easier spots, which I've noticed watching when Mr. and Mrs. Kind of do them at night, some people specifically are going for some of the smaller spots. So this will be your chance to get them. So let me do this. And this will be my last break of the morning. I will be on the other platform tonight. And Mr. and Mrs. will be right here doing probably more Marvel. It is in the shop. That is the second half of the case. And it is pinned. Okay. And that is my last one of the morning. Or afternoon now, I guess. Micro, I don't want to say it out loud. Somebody can put it in the chat for you when they're not, when they get a chance. I don't want to say it out loud, but when they say it, I'll confirm it. Nebula, Anexa, the Mandarin. That's right, what Russ said, but add live to the back end of it. And it'll be 238 cards. What Sarah said. Clea, Daredevil, Captain Marvel out of 49. That's nasty, bro. Spider-Man and Rio Vidal. That's nasty, bro. That's it on MySpace. Garrett, I have no idea. I just know that I'm not going to be the reason that something stupid happens if it is the case. Mister will say it. He don't care. I'm not going to be like... I'm not going to be the one. Galactus, Doctor Strange, Wiccan, Agent 13, Daredevil, Vanessa Fisk, Thunderbolts out of 50, Taskmaster. That's sick. That's sick. Who got the Thunderbolts again? Claudia. That's sick. Little gold out of 50 action. Agent Phil Coulson and Moon Knight. Elsa, Bloodstone, Maria Hill, Khonshu, Dr. Zola, Captain America insert, Sidewinder, Circe on the refractor, Peter Quill, and Ironheart. That's one of the cooler ones. I like that card. Riri. That's cool. That's just my opinion. It's not a fact. It's just my opinion. Gilgamesh, Frigga, Ying-Nan, Happy Hogan, Carly, Mobius, Hank Pym, and Emperor Drogue. So that's our base pack that seems to be in every one of these. Hela, Frank Castle, Cole, Thunderbolts insert, Captain America insert. We got one of those out of 80s here. Atuma, it is 14 out of 80 for Wakanda Forever. Rourke and Melina. It's not Atuma. It's not Atuma at all. See if anybody gets that reference. Red Guardian, Jimmy Woo, Mr. Fantastic, Thanos, Human Torch. I figured you did. For Thor, on the refractor, Dr. Jane Foster and Lee. I figured you did. I figured you did. You know what's messed up? Kindergarten Cop's actually a good movie. It's a good movie. The Hulk, Arishem, Peggy Carter, Wilson Fisk. That's sick. For Daredevil, Vincent D'Onofrio. He's been in a lot of stuff over time. Full Metal Jacket's the one that my brain goes to immediately, but he's been in a lot more than that. Captain America, Odin on the refractor, Petro and Gravik. That's right. Yep. That's actually a good hit. Was that the last spot, Magic? I think it might have been. Druig. Is that you? Is that you? It is. Bro, congrats. Nice hit. That's a nice hit, USMC. Just kind of lined up there, didn't it? Druig, Nick Fury, Drakov, Dr. Jensen, Sylvie. We got something numbered here. Atuma out of 199. Ulysses and John Walker. Nice. I love it, Micro. Make it happen. Hope Van Dyne. Prince Jan, the Ancient One. Falcon. Druig on the Prism Fractor. Katie Chin on the Refractor. Jan Rog and The Thing. We got 3 more boxes to go. Not a bad start. I don't know. That's kind of risky there, Micro. You may never come back. Empty box. I don't know if that's worth it, bro. Black Widow, B-15 Falcon, Thunderbolts insert, Captain America insert, Namor for Wakanda Forever out of 50, or Black Panther, Gamora, and the High Evolutionary. You too, Michael. Always a pleasure. Tennessee. USMC. Tennessee. Saban. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. The Mighty Thor. Do we have a sketch card? We got a sketch. T'Chaka. J. Ray, you're always a pleasure too. Silver Surfer. Talos. Kingo on the Refractor. Prince Jan on the Prism Fractor for the Marvels. Good luck. It's not too far, USMC. It's about an hour or so away. Good luck. Jen, we're friends. I was a breaker on TikTok on my account, the Primo Breaks account. And then I came out to visit them in June, and pretty much the rest was history. What is this? Is that... Okay, is that Doctor Doom? Who? Is that Doctor Doom? That's crazy. That's sick. Doctor Doom. And that goes to the Avengers spot, I would imagine. That's sick, though. That's sick. That's pretty good. J-Ray, could you? Is it? You're right, Brian, you're right. Hang on, you're right. It is. It's got to be right. You're right, because he's a villain on that. You're right. My bad. So Fantastic Four, that's my fault. Rilo. Because it's because of the movie. No, it was the movie. The movie got me. Not the character, the movie. But you're right. That's 100% Fantastic Four. I don't know what I was thinking. Lila, Valkyrie, Taylor, Thunderbolts, the leader, Winwoo is out of 150. My bad. Janet and Bob Reynolds. You right. You be right. Oh, here, let me put that on there so they're not confused when they do it, when they're shipping. Andy TU is the artist, by the way. Meek, Kingpin, Groot, Cosmo, War Machine, Nakia is out of 199, Thor, and Shang-Chi. Alice, her cards have been selling like crazy too. Dr. Selvig, Xiling, Mr. Fantastic, the Ancient One on the Prism Fractor, Rocket on the Refractor for Guardians, Ironmonger, and Mobius. Somebody put something in the chat. I got a feeling my chat froze. Namor, Vision, OB, Christine Palmer, Jennifer Kale, Namora on the Refractor for Black Panther, The Wasp, and Mel. Thank you. It is, Randy, it is Dr. Doom. Mantis, Sidewinder, Nakia, Foggy Nelson on the insert, Mel, Okoye, and Yelena Belova. It is Jump. Eric Killmonger, Taskmaster, Odin, Katie Chin. Atuma is showing up all over this break for Black Panther, and it is Alex Livinali is the autograph. The Iron Patriot on the Refractor, Brock Rumlow, and Black Panther. And anybody getting in this, you do get all cards, by the way. This is a break, Wavy. Zemo, Harkness, Daredevil insert, Sidewinder out of 75 on the Loki print, Ellen Brandt, and Thor. I don't know what's left, but the second half of this case is pinned at the bottom of the screen. Jump, it's the look of the card. It's the look of the card here. I'll show you real quick. So that's a base card, right? That's just a base Thor. Look at the difference, the sheen on the card. Also, another way you can tell is it says Refractor. So in Topps, it'll say Refractor, and Panini, it would say Prism. That's how you can tell the difference. Grandmaster, Daredevil, M'Baku, Bob, Captain America insert, America Chavez on the refractor. That's for Doctor Strange, Bucky Barnes, and Dane Whitman. 2 more boxes. Well, 1 now. Empty. Mephisto, Lawson, Herbie, Winter Soldier, Jack Russell, Agatha Harkness on the refractor, Corvus Glaive, and Valentina. Eight spots left. No, there's 1 more box, Joseph. There's 1 more box. Saban, Jane Foster, T'Chaka, Caldero, Valkyrie, Monica Rambeau out of 199 for the Marvels, Ronan, and Cassie Lang. I didn't know they put Cassie Lang in this. Jump, sketch cards, one of them. 1 of 1's another. Autos, all that stuff. And there's some shorter print stuff too, like tarot cards and all that good stuff. Taylor, Eric Killmonger, Taskmaster, Galactus, Dreykov on the Prism Fractor, Daredevil on the Refractor, Malekith, and She-Hulk. Yeah, this has been a Black Panther heavy first half of the case, that's for sure. Yellow Jacket, Echo, Baby Groot, the leader, Nick Fury on the Prism Fractor, Zemo on the Refractor, Mordo, and Ruth. Korg, Daniel Blake, Maggie Lang, Thunderbolts, Captain America insert, Red Hulk out of 75 on the Loki print. That's cool. That's cool. I like it. Eli, very carefully. Very, very carefully. No, you could just go online. I'm sure somebody's got some. We just do breaks here, but you could go to like a local hobby shop that probably has them, Eli. Or you could just type it in online. You could probably purchase it that way too. Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Red Skull, Fastos, Daredevil insert, Taskmaster out of 99, first on print, Thunderbolts, Ant-Man, and Darvin. You got it. Darcy Lewis, Razor Fist, Justin Hammer, Renslayer, Captain America insert, Grandmaster on the Refractor, The Collector, and Adam Warlock. Odin, Katie Chin, Taskmaster on the Thunderbolts insert, Captain America insert, Proxima Midnight out of 99 going to the Avenger spot. Doc and Makari.
Sketches that.
Dr. Doom.
That's it. All right, yeah. So you're gonna be the one here.
What do you mean?
No.
All right.
Lock the doors.
Okay. Enjoy the rest of your day, bro. It was Noah. Noah knows. Cersei. Zemo. Harkness. Oh, I haven't seen that one yet. That's cool. Marvel got... That's cool. I haven't seen that one until right now. Agatha All Along Death. That's cool. That's really cool. I've seen a lot of these Marvel gods, but I haven't seen this one. And I believe that is Claudia. Nice hit, Claudia. That's cool. M'Baku, Heimdall, and Wenwu. We still have one more box after this. And 8 spots left in the last 4 boxes of the case. Daredevil, M'Baku, Bob, Meek, Daredevil insert, Gamora, Pepper Potts, and classic Loki. I hadn't seen that one till now, Custer. That's the first time I've seen that one. I'm trying to figure out why that glare is there. It's not usually there, but it is right now. Micro. Anything but Chipotle. That's my answer. Like, what's up with that? What's up with that glare? It's annoying me. Hang on. I don't want to see that. It's annoying. Jim Mint, that goes to Fantastic Four. I had initially said Avengers, but that was wrong when I thought about it. Empty. Druig, Nick Fury, Dreykov, Thunderbolts, Captain America, Thor, out of 10. Ooh, that's nasty. That's sick. Out of 10. Jim Mint, I mean, obviously some of these characters interchange, but Doctor Doom's a bad guy in the Fantastic Four. That's his main spot. That's where he comes from, is the Fantastic Four. So it goes to the Fantastic Four. 4 out of 10, but obviously these characters intermingle and stuff sometimes. So, but he's definitely Fantastic Four. Nice hit there, Arc Dissel. Ulysses and John Walker. I'll put it this way, Jim Mint. No, you're fine. He's a little bit of an oddball. Okay, he's a little different. Doctor Doom's a little bit different than some of these other people. Falcon, Hela, Frank Castle, Cole, Daredevil insert, Karen Page out of 25 for Daredevil, Rourke, and Melina. I can't believe I just pulled the Thor out of 10. That's not an easy one to hit. Red Guardian, Jimmy Woo, Mr. Fantastic, Invisible Woman, Captain America insert, Red Hulk, Refractor, Dr. Jane Foster, and Lee. It is, Matt. It sure is. I'll do a recap at the end here. I don't know what's up with that glare today, but it's definitely there. Midnight, Proxima Midnight, Sentry, Dr. Foster, Invisible Woman, Captain America insert, Ultron on the refractor, Wong, and Captain America. Very carefully, Custer, very carefully. It's John Cena. Wanda Maximoff, Recorder Field Nebula, Anika, the Mandarin, Dreykov out of 99, Black Widow, Spider-Man, and Rio Vidal. I feel like we got a good chance at maybe an auto in this. Clea, Hulk, Arishem, Peggy Carter, Falcon on the Prism Fractor, Pagan on the Refractor, Petro Maximoff, and Gravik. Dr. Jensen, Sylvie, Hope Van Dyne, Prince Jan, the Ancient One, Ego on the Refractor, Jan Rog, and The Thing. Little Ego action. We did NFL earlier this morning, Lucky. We'll do some more tomorrow morning. Thanos, Galactus, Doctor Strange, Billy Maximoff, Agent 13, Baron Strucker out of 199 for the Avengers, Agent Phil Coulson, and Moon Knight. 2 packs left. Hey, don't you ever call Kurt Russell whack. Ever again, Micro. That's blasphemy. Bloodstone, Agent Maria Hill, Khonshu. Just some kind of variation here on the Avengers insert. It's not numbered. I don't see it numbered anyways. Hela on the Prism Fractor, Queen Ramonda on the Refractor, Star-Lord, and Ironheart. I was trying to will us another auto, but it didn't. I don't know if it worked. We only got 1 pack left. But the final 4 boxes of this case are chilling right beside me, and they're going to go up on the table as soon as I do a recap here. And there's only 7 spots left in that break. Dr. Zola, Gilgamesh, Frigga, Thunderbolts insert, Captain America insert, Okoye, Hank Pym, and Emperor Drogue. I tried. I did. I tried to talk it up. I tried to bring it in, you know. I tried. So that means we've probably got at least a couple of autos in this next case. I don't doubt that for a second. But let's do a recap of this one, which was actually a pretty good break. Let's do this. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're going to do all of them anyway, so. Excellent, Doctor. That's a cool card, bro. That's a cool first on print out of 25 Jerry Rice. Yeah, we take those. All right, a recap. And I'll do a roll call after we're done with this one, okay? Agatha Harkness, Sidewinder, Rocket, Nakia, Winwoo was out of 150. That's Shang-Chi. Namor for Black Panther out of 50. Proxima Midnight, Monica Rambeau. Odin, Atuma out of 80. Taskmaster, Red Hulk out of 75. That's cool. Atuma out of 199. Taskmaster out of 50. Out of 199, Baron Strucker. Ego, Dreykov out of 99. Out of 25, Karen Page. Insert New Avengers. It's some kind of parallel. It's not numbered, but you can see it. It's different. Hela, Ultron, Atuma on the auto, Grandmaster, Marvel God's Death for Agatha, Taskmasters out of 99, first on print, Daredevil Refractor, Carol Danvers out of 49, Captain Marvel, Wilson Fisk for Daredevil, Thor 4 out of 10, and Doctor Doom going to the Fantastic Four, which that's pretty good on the sketch spectrum. That's pretty cool. It kind of just dragged on, Micro. It didn't end anything, or which maybe they did that on purpose. But after waiting all this time, I was expecting a little bit better finale, especially with them splitting it up and making us wait. It was fine. I expected better, if that makes sense. There's nothing wrong with it. I just expected better. I'm printing this out. Stranger Things cards have been out for a while, Micro. Those aren't new. And this is break 3717, the last one of the day for me. And it is the last 4 of the case. If you need to see the replay for any reason, 238 cards on YouTube. We're live streaming over there now. You can find the replay once I'm not live anymore. But we got ripping to do. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Final 4 of the case. Mr. and Mrs. will be on tonight. Let's get it, Yuri. That's a real thing. Empty. I'll be back tomorrow morning. Mr. and Mrs. will be on tonight, and I'll also be on the other platform tonight, starting with some Donruss mega case break. Thank you, Arkham, the Mandarin, Clea, Hulk, Arishem, Agent Peggy Carter. Why is this upside down? That's sick. Out of 5. I just got through saying in the last break that's one of my favorite cards. Black Panther Ironheart, 5 out of 5. And I was just saying that's one of the coolest cards in there, as far as I'm concerned. Just overall cards. Ebony Maw and Congressman Gary. It is, dude. Yes, it sure is. How about a 5 out of 5 out of the first pack? Does that work? You go with that? Sylvie. He certainly does. Hope Van Dyne. Prince Jan. Thunderbolts insert. Captain America insert. The High Evolutionary Nova Prime. And Recorder Bim. The dude abides. And dude, that's... Yep, last on print. 5 out of 5. That's cool. Falcon, Namor, Vision, Buck Cashman on the auto for Daredevil. Daredevil hits again. Daredevil hits again. And that's played by Artie Frushan. Hang on, my sheet just fell. I'm going to need that. Dr. Jensen, Meek on the refractor. Dr. Hansen and Miss Marvel. That last spot Magic gave you an auto so far, Yuri. OB, Christine Palmer, Jennifer Kale, Thunderbolts insert, Captain America insert, Iron Man on that variation out of 99. And that's going to the dude as well. He abides. That's all he knows how to do is abide. And Drax with Atuma Mantis, Sidewinder, Nakia, Foggy Nelson, Proxima Midnight. We've got Kingpin on the refractor, Baron Strucker, and Monica Rambeau. Druig, Nick Fury, Drakov, Dr. Jensen, Sylvie on the Prism Fractor for Loki, Cosmo for Guardians, Captain Marvel, and the Human Torch. Kingpin one more again. Groot, Cosmo, War Machine, Captain America, Bob on the refractor for the Thunderbolts, Loki, and Ajax. It's Bob. Alice, Dr. Selvig, Xiling, Black Widow, B-15, something upside down again. Out of 50, King T'Chaka for Black Panther, Howard Stark, and Sprite. This has been a very heavy Black Panther case. Abides. Sentry, Dr. Bill Foster, Invisible Woman, Wanda Maximoff, Daredevil on the insert, Brock Rumlow out of 150 for Captain America, Caecilius, and Isaiah Bradley. And that's, again, 125 out of 150 on Brock Rumlow. Recorder Thiel, Nebula, Anika, Human Torch, Johnny Storm, Captain America insert, Groot on the refractor, Black Panther, and Vanessa Fisk to end out the first box. We get to do that 3 more times. 3 more times! Now I need to get these a little bit better situated here. Give me 1 second. Kind of. Perfect. That's better. And let's get Groot in a top loader here. It's Groot. Don't you be hating on Groot. It's Groot. Emptiness. Layla Taylor, Eric Killmonger, Taskmaster, Odin, Daredevil insert, and it's actually Daredevil. Carl Mordo out of 199, Doctor Strange, Doc Erskine, and Makari. There are 10 in each box, TTV, and 8 cards per pack. Ying Nan, Happy Hogan, Carly, Darren Cross, Maya Lopez, Ava Star on the refractor for Thunderbolts, Carl Mordo, and Ruth for Captain America. Kate, I know there's a Stan Lee card in the other one, but I don't know if he's in this one. I don't think he was around, unless they had. I don't think he is. I get him on 110th Street TTV, and the price changes every once in a while. The Leader, Korg, Daniel Blake. Daredevil on the insert. Nick Fury out of 99. Iron Man. Shuri and Karen Page. Iron Man. That's you, dude. Justin Hammer, Ravana Renslayer, Eric Saban, Thunderbolts, insert. Captain America, insert. Oh, we got something here. 27 out of 50 gold Red Hulk. That's sick. Me likey. Oka. Ronan and Cassie Lang. Jane Foster. King T'Chaka, Caldero, Valkyrie, Herbie, Janet Van Dyne on the refractor, Malekith, and She-Hulk. Katie Chin, Circe, Zemo, Captain America, Bob Reynolds on the Void refractor, Heimdall, and Winwu. Agatha Harkness, Grandmaster, Daredevil, M'Baku, Bob Balova, Pepper Potts, and Classic Loki. That must be the base pack. Yes, Nate. Yes, it does. Confirmed. Maggie Lang, Mephisto, debut auto, Foggy Nelson for Daredevil out of 25, last on print, 25 out of 25. There you go, Yuri. There you go, bro. Last spot magic hits again. Captain America, Talos on the refractor. Corvus Glaive and Valentina. Herbie, Winter Soldier, Jack Russell, Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. Hope Van Dyne out of 99. That is Ant-Man. Ant-Man and Darbin. It typically does. It was the last team last break and it hit. Red Skull, Fastos, Darcy Lewis, Razor Fist, Frank Castle on the Prism Fractor, Shayla Ball, Silver Surfer on the Refractor, The Collector, and Adam Warlock. Well, that's last on print out of 25 is what that one is. Out of 25. Empty box. The dude's trying to call super now. Jai Ling, Dr. Eric Selvig, Jai Ling, Black Widow, B-15. We've got the Black Panther on the Shuri Black Panther on the refractor, Dr. Hansen, and Miss Marvel. Well, random, that's pretty good, you know. Nakia, Foggy, Proxima Midnight, Bob Reynolds, Sentry, Dr. Foster, T'Chaka out of 199 this time. Collect the whole set. Caecilius and Isaiah Bradley. TTV through osmosis. Typically, if they're numbered or if they're a short print, that's how you know. Invisible Woman, Maximov, Theo, The Thing, Red Guardian on the Prism Fractor. Thor on the Refractor. Black Panther and Vanessa Fisk. Okay. Okay. Meek. Kingpin, Groot, Cosmo, Cole Obsidian on the Prism Fractor, Brock Rumlow on the Refractor, Loki, and Ajax. War Machine, Alice, Dr. Eric Selvig, Thunderbolts Red Guardian, Captain America, Gravik 25 out of 25 orange for Secret Invasion. That's cool. So little things like that, TTV, numbered cards, the lower numbered the better, autos, sketch cards, stuff like that. Stark and Sprite, that's how you know. Another one. Falcon, Namor, Vision, OB, Daredevil insert. That's a good hit. Out of 50, Gold Wave, Moon Knight. Who got Moon Knight this time? USMC. That's a good hit. That's a good hit. 7 out of 50. 7 out of 50. Drax and Atuma. Sophia, I don't. Maybe one day. I don't. Who knows? Christine Palmer, Jennifer Kale, Mantis, Sidewinder, Captain America on the insert, Ellen Brandt on the refractor, Baron Strucker and Monica Rambeau. Nebula, Anika, the Mandarin, Thunderbolt insert, Captain America. Oh, okay. Out of 10, 8 out of 10, the leader, Captain America insert. That's you, bro. That's you, Nate. Pulled some good cards out of this box. And that's 8 out of 10. Ebony Maw and Congressman Gary. Clea. The Hulk, Arishem. Peggy Carter, Druig. Bucky Barnes on the refractor. Captain Marvel and Human Torch. We got one more box after this. Nick Fury, Drakov, Dr. Jensen, Sylvie, Daredevil insert, Wong, Nova Prime, and Recorder Bim. Final box. Let's see what we can stumble upon in the final box today. Will it be a treat? Who knows? Only Joe Boo knows. Good luck. Empty. Joe Boo knows what's what. Joe Boo always knows what's popping. He can't help it. Galactus, Doctor Strange, Billy Maximov, Agent 13, Captain America insert, Alice on the debut, Lady Sif and Icarus. She's been selling well. We'll put a top loader on her. Yellow Jacket, Echo, Baby Groot, Thunderbolts insert. Captain America insert. King T'Chaka. Collect the whole set, bro. Out of 80. You're gonna have to make the King T'Chaka rainbow now. Oh, I do, dude. I do. I've seen that movie way too many times. Iron Patriot and America Chavez. The Leader. Korg. Daniel Blake. Maggie Lang. The Thing. Petro Maximoff on the refractor. Rocket and Namora. The Ancient One. Falcon, Hela, Frank Castle, Cole Obsidian, War Machine on the refractor for Captain America, Yondu, and MODOK. It's War Machine. It's Don Cheadle. Red Guardian, Jimmy Woo, Mr. Fantastic, Thanos, Daredevil insert White Tiger, The Mighty Thor, Dr. Jane Foster out of 199. What's up, Greg? What up, dog? Aldris Killian and Captain Marvel. I'll be on that other place tonight, just so y'all know. That other place. Elsa Bloodstone, Maria Hill, Konshu, Dr. Zola, Gilgamesh, Aldrich Killian out of 76, Iron Man, Petro. Hi, Candace. Sierra, no, this is my last one of the morning. I'll do some more tomorrow, or we may do some more tomorrow. I don't know. I know Mr. and Mrs. will be on tonight, which actually probably won't be but a couple hours from now. Frigga, Ying Nan, Happy Hogan, Carly, Hope Van Dyne, Tony Stark on the refractor, Captain America, and Kingo. I Am Invincible. These are Topps Chrome Marvel Studios hobby boxes. Mephisto, Wendy Lawson, Herbie, Winter Soldier, Heather Glenn, out of 99. Appreciate you stopping by, Sierra. We might do some more tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to see what ends up showing up here today. Iron Man, Ultron, and Pagan. Jack Russell, Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Red Skull, Captain America insert. Steve Rogers on the refractor. I didn't know if it was another auto. I took my time. Ego and Red Hulk. Fair enough, Sierra. Fair enough. Fastos, Darcy Lewis, Razor Fist, Justin Hammer, Renslayer, The Wasp, Queen Ramona, and Ava Star. That's that whole case was weird. The last pack was the base pack. I think in every hobby. I don't know if it was every single one, but it felt like a lot of them. But all in all, not terrible. We did get an out of 5. We did get a few autos. We got quite a few out of 25s. Let me do a recap here. And like I said, Mr. and Mrs. will be back on tonight. I'll be back on tomorrow morning with some more goodies for us to get after. So let's do this recap real quick here. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Appreciate you, Little Hanson. It is Yuri. He's been selling great. We already did Flawless, Andrew. We did Mr. and Mrs. did Flawless last night. They did 4 cases of it, so I think unless he's planning on getting more, I think we're done with Flawless. King T'Chaka out of 199. Hope Van Dyne, Carl Mordo, Groot, Jane Foster, King T'Chaka out of 80. Killian out of 76. He may get some more, Andrew. I just never know. I know we don't have any more in there right now. War Machine, Nick Fury out of 99. Captain America on the refractor. We've got Eric Saban out of 99. Iron Man. Alice, Thor. Brock Rumlow out of 150 for Captain America. King T'Chaka out of 50. Iron Man out of 99. Red Hulk out of 50. 27 out of 50. Is he? So he's getting more. I didn't know that, Little Hanson. I didn't know if he was getting more or not. So he may, Andrew. I'm not sure. I haven't seen him or Mrs. yet today, but I'll see him in a bit. Out of 25 out of 25, Foggy Nelson. Buck Cashman for Daredevil on the auto. Moon Knight out of 50. Gravik, 25 out of 25. 8 out of 10, The Leader for Captain America. And last but not least, Riri Williams, Ironheart, 5 out of 5 for Black Panther. That's kind of sick. That just a cool character and card overall. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate you all hanging out with me, whether you get in or whether you don't get in. I appreciate you guys spending your time with me. I'm going to turn off YouTube.